It is with great pleasure we welcome, for the second time on our program, Mr. Clarence Frogman Henry.
Hi, this is Clarence. I take out Frogman Henry, right here listening to your Paul Leslie show.
All right, well, thanks so much for coming back. This is your second time on the show, and it's a real honor to do this here in your home. And I want all the listeners to get an idea of what I'm seeing. On the outside of the home, there's these statues of these frogs. Mr. Henry's wife asked me, have you ever seen more frogs in your life? And the answer is no. But it's full of music memorabilia from his musical career, which is very impressive. And so, first of all, my first question, who is Clarence Frogman Henry?
Clarence Frogman Henry was way back in 1956 when I recorded Ain't Got No Home. I didn't have a name, that was just Clarence Henry. And my first recording was Ain't Got No Home and Trouble's Troubles. Trouble's Trouble was the A-side, and the leading disc jockey here in New Orleans by the name of Papa Stopper flipped it over, and the people in New Orleans were requesting the Frog song by the Frogman. And I happened to be in the studio, and Papa Stopper said, from now on your name is Frogman. That's how I got my name, Frogman, in 1956 from Papa Stopper.
Can you remember what kind of music you grew up listening to?
I started listening to pop music. I worked in a car wash in the service station. And me and the guy who was the manager of the station, we would sing nothing but pop song, on WTIX radio station during that time.
Can you remember particular artists that were your favorite?
Well, my idol and my favorite was Fats Domino and Professor Longhair. But Fats Domino was my real main idol. And when I was going to school at L.B. Landry High School, my music teacher by the name of Mr. William Houston Sr., he was the band director, and he put me in the band. I didn't even know how to hold a trombone, but I learned, and I was playing first trombone for 3 years. And first year I played second trombone. The principal would have a meeting with the teachers during the school year, and every time the principal would have a meeting with the teachers, the secretary would come down and say, for entertainment of the student body, keep them quiet. He said, little boy with the red and black jacket, come on and play the piano and sing for the student body. And I would sing like Fats Domino or Professor Longhair for the student body way back in 1948, 49, during that time.
Can you remember the first time that you said, I got to pick a profession, and the one for me is being a musician?
My mother sent my sister, the oldest sister, Lizzie, to piano lesson way back in the 40s. She didn't like the piano. So I would go with her. And I told my mama, send me, I'll show you what I'll do for you 50 cents. It was 50 cents a lesson during that time. Miss Jones on Columbus and Claiborne in New Orleans. It so happened I learned the fundamental of the piano, but I taught myself my style of piano playing, And I copied behind Fats Domino, but I had my own style. I would play in the club, Fat Man, for $5 a night. Then I went and got a raise to another club with $7 a night. And then I went to the Joy Lounge, and I played for Mr. Parcell Marcellus. And from there, I went on the road with the Ain't Got No Home. And the man by the name of Paul Gayton gave me my first recording with Chess Record.
Chess Records. I'm looking some of the pictures on your wall. You've got pictures of yourself with everyone from Lenny Kravitz, and then you got a picture over here of Pete Fountain. All different types of people that you've met. You too, there's a picture of Mr. Domino up there. Who have you met that you were kind of maybe a little starstruck over, that you thought, wow, I'm meeting him?
Oh, yeah. Well, Ike Turner was one. You two. And Johnny Preston, a lot of guys, Elvis Costello, and Elton John. We played the Madison Square Garden with Elton John, Jimmy Buffett, and a lot of them, and Elton John was acting for Frogman, and I met Elton John, and Jimmy Buffett was an old fan of mine and a friend of mine, and Ed Bradley.
Ed Bradley.
He was a great friend, and Danny Glover. Oh, I love Danny Glover.
Yeah. I know Ed Bradley really, really loved New Orleans, and he loved the music here.
Right. And Jazz Fest, he was here, and Madison Square Garden, he was there, It just make me feel good. I played with the Beatles when they first came over to America. I did 18 dates with them. We stayed together for 21 dates, and my main Beatle was Paul McCartney. Brenda Lee, Nick Jagger, I played a party for them, and Ray Charles, you name them, Fabian. I can go down the line and name different guys, from way back, Little Richard, Bo Diddley, U.S. Vaughn, Dale Hawkins, these guys, Bobby V, Tony Orlando.
I was talking to a friend of mine last night, and she mentioned the movie Forrest Gump, and a whole new generation of Frogman and Henry fans came about because of that movie.
Right.
Tell us, when did you hear that song was going to be in a major motion picture? A lot of people's favorite movies.
Well, it was in the movie, but I didn't even know it was in the movie. And when Tom Hanks went up for Academy Award, I was just like I was at the racetrack for him to win it, And sure enough, he won the award, and I felt so good. But the first time I heard one of my songs in the movie was The Lost Boys. The little boy was, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then Raging Harlem, it's in Raging Harlem, Blueberry Hill, Mickey Blue Eye. Because I Don't Know Why I Love You, But I Do start the movie, Mickey Blue Eye. And I have another song in Mickey Blue Eye called Your Picture. Mm-hmm. But Forrest Gump was it,
Yeah.
And I love that one. Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to talk about that song for a second. I Don't Know Why I Love You, But I Do. That was written by Bobby Charles.
Right.
Did you know Bobby?
Oh, well, he was just like a brother,
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby would write a whole lot of songs. I recorded a whole lot of songs written by Bobby.
What kind of a guy was Bobby Charles?
He was a down-home guy. He wasn't a guy that he was above himself. He thought he was bigger than anybody else. He was just down home, And I was there with Bobby just before he died, And Bobby and I were great friends.
A great writer, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Well, what does that song mean to you? I Don't Know Why I Love You, But I Do. Because I was thinking about that song when I was walking to New Orleans, which that was a song Bobby wrote too. And I was thinking about a girl I knew. And I was thinking, why do I love her? I don't know.
Right.
And that song, and I thought of, I had your voice in my head.
Well, what happened, Leonard Chess, after we did What I Do, because Leonard Chess came down on Bourbon Street where I was playing at the Coda Two Sisters, and he said, you're going to record tomorrow. I said, man, I don't have any music, nothing written out, And it so happened that Bobby Charles, Paul Gayton, and we went on and had it on the shelf. I Don't Know Why I Love You, But I Do. That's what the name of it. I don't know why. And so happened they had to change it to But I Do. And when they put it in Forrest Gump, man, I'm telling you, it went off. But with But I Do, I never forget in Philly, it was a sleeper. And I was up in Philly doing a little show up there. And I had to deliver my own record, but I Do was selling so fast.